This is such an important story to bring our audience right now. An Instagram post by celebrity stylist and salon owner Mustafa Avci pleading for prayers. It was trending on social media. Nearly 50,000 people sent prayers and well wishes to Mustafa after he posted this image of him in a hospital bed with an oxygen mask after being diagnosed with the coronavirus. Among them, Lil' Kim, Tabitha Coffee, myself included. This morning we are happy to be joined by Mustafa, who is out of the hospital and on the road to recovery. And I am happy to see you, my friend, there inside your home. So it's great to see you back in action this morning. When did you get home? And first off, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling so much better right now. I got home on April 3rd.
How many days were you actually in the hospital?
I was in the hospital for 8 days.
So 8 days, you were hooked up to a ventilator at one point. Walk me through what exactly you were feeling, and when you checked yourself into the hospital, what actually happened? Did you get tested? What was going on there?
My symptoms were showing very highly. I had a very high fever. I had no taste. But my biggest was like my body ached so much, and my fever was 104. And I was shaking, but the biggest reason that I ran into the ER room was I couldn't even breathe anymore. I was coughing, I was short of breath. It was scary.
Yeah, what was going through your head there? You have a wife, right? You had to leave her behind while you checked yourself into the hospital. What was going through your head there, especially when you were hooked up to a ventilator?
I thought, I don't even want to say it, but I thought it was just the ending for me. It was very tough for me because there's nothing feels like this. It feels very different than any other, fever or whatever you call it. But it was like really my biggest day of my life, I can say. It was very hard for me. But after that,
I can't even imagine what was going through your head.
Yeah, it was really hard.
And talk to me about your health right now. You know, people often are saying that they go to the hospital if they have underlying conditions, if they're of a certain age. You are a healthy individual. I head to your salon, Lexington, often to get my own haircut there, so I know you're a healthy individual. And I just want to talk to people about that because I think it's important for them to know that anybody can be affected by this.
Thank God I didn't have anything else. I was working out. Thank God for that also. I was working out for like 3-4 months already. So that kind of helped me out so much more better to come over this because I was having a short gaining weight. I was having a short of breath little by little. But after that, working out got me so much more comfortable. I think that helped me also throughout the hospital situation.
So walk me through right now what the procedure was like for the hospital to release you and say, okay, you are good enough now to return home. Did they have to test you again and see if you were negative? Or was it just that you were able to breathe on your own, you were feeling better, and it needed that space for someone else who was coming in?
My fever after a couple of days went down. And like 3 days, I guess, it went down so much. It was much better. And my breathing issue still had problems, but little by little, day by day, it just went down. And the last day that I had to get up and walk around the room just to make sure that first time I'm getting out of my bed, that I can still, function on that level also. So if they released me, so they saw that my breathing got so much better while I was walking around the room also.
Yeah.
So after that, they said, do you want to go home? That was the only thing I was dreaming of hearing from them.
I can imagine. Hey, I saw your Instagram post. I saw that you were watching Pix 11, so thank you for staying informed. But more importantly, I'm just so glad that you are at home. I'm glad you're at home. I'm glad you're feeling better. And I think that you are an inspiration for people who are looking, saying, okay, if I get this, I can survive this. I can go back home to my family. And so I am so glad you are at home once again. It makes me smile.
Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Mustafa, thank you. And say hello to your wife, and I hope she's feeling okay as well, all right? Continued
Thank you
health
so much.
to you.
Thank you for having me.